I need you to be all Christian. You can ask him if they did a security for him. Like when they check the people coming in because he's recording footage. And I think he's there. We have like, oh honey, it looks so good.
Where's your cane and your top?
Did you do security yet?
It's like Dumb and Dumber. You should have got the ones with
Can you tell me when you do it, they have metal detectors and if they're checking bags? Yeah, because my uncle's videographer.
You ever seen Dumb and Dumber?
Oh yeah.
They put the tuxedos and shit. I love it. Great movie.
Let me know.
Orange and blue. But that's not the same.
That was my senior quote.
I told them. Okay. Well,
How are you guys? Good?
I mean, can I see him?
The camera's on.
Without showing it to my dad.
They put it in a breathable container. Look, we thought it was Benny in there. That's Benny. Is that a Reese's wrapper? Oh no.
She's gonna cry all her makeup.
Get the tissues, get the tissues.
Don't cry, sis.
We get bone in the face. Have a piece of gum though. Oh, you got a piece of gum.
No, muévela. Come on, so much crying. Okay, I'm ready.
What does the purple stripes mean, Nick? What is that?
It's the colors for the.
I'm not gonna cry. We're not gonna cry. No te pongas.
Sin llorar, porque se daña el maquillaje.
We're not looking. It's good. I'm okay. It's all good. My dad's so sappy, right? I'm sappy, but my dad's sappier. He's like that all the time. I love you, Poppy. I shouldn't have cried first. I screwed my dad over.
Llora.
She's so nosy about it.
She's like,
Sí.
Yes, Eileen's so sad.
Fred is a different word.
This is like reality.
Sí. Tú me haces llorar.
I don't
You should have worn that.
think so.
we had a crying chance, you just missed
It's
it.
like being on reality TV to the camera.
I know.
What the hell is going on?
No mami, a la vista ahí está. Quítate, coño.
Okay. Hi.
Eilen Castellano Tatis. Neil Young Horn.
It's like a wedding. Partido te gusta más.
Please call me later. I'm unavailable right now. I'm not there yet.
It's a beautiful study. You've done the flowers.
Thank you. I like looked at it and I was like, this is the one.
And then when I picked up the gown, and then she had the black dress underneath it, and I thought, where?
My grandmother, the Christian newborns, we wanted them since I was a little girl. Because we were in immigration court one day, and I was like, Grandma, when I'm a lawyer, I'm going to walk better than that girl did. And she sent them to me, and that was my grad gift.
Oh, that's nice.
Because she remembered.
That's so cool.
I have to chop my speech extensively because I just started crying every time I said it, so I just stopped doing
Bring a
that.
Q-tip to dab your eyes.
Oh, the lady did. The lady did incredible makeup for me. She said everything is waterproof.
Oh, good.
Everything, eyeliner, mascara, everything. Because then I would be crying. And
Constitutional, right?
yeah, Tony Massaro.
Some.
Some, right? Not all of it though.
She's a good speaker.
Yeah.
She's engaging.
Yes.
The whole thing I gathered out of her speech was rulings by the Supreme Court are pretty screwed up right now.
Yeah.
We need to work to fix it.
And guess what I got? Okay.
That's what I got.
She went for it. She went.
That was her last time speaking.
Yeah, she was like, she's a professor that teaches 3 a.m. class, 3-hour classes at U of A. Like, she is the only professor that does that. I'm like, Professor, please turn that off. Yeah, yeah.
Señorita ella y la puesta blanco y negro.
Oh, yes, she is.
Ahí qué te parece a ti. Pero tú la ves de lado, la nariz, como sale.
Dunkley. He is literally, I kid you not, I don't know who chose him for class speaker, but it was not me. He is the most dislikable guy I've ever heard. Has the worst attitude, thinks he's better than everyone. I'm like, Sam, can you be nice? Yeah.
So he was very. What if my parents named me?
A little bit. Yeah, at Crim Pro, he told me to shut up because I've never been stopped by the police and he has. I'm like, hold on a second. I work at the county attorney's office. I've seen people get stopped. How many video, Eric, have we seen of people getting stopped by the police? And I'm like, Slam, shut up. I'm like, you so crazy. It's gonna cover all the lighting on the camera. That's no, stand up. You and Mom talk together, and then Nicholas and I will stand up next. If you're ready.
I'm John. For me, this is Eilen's mother. If you don't know already, I'm her stepdad.
I'm so proud.
Don't do that. Don't cry.
I want to say a little bit because obviously I came into Eilen's life later on in life. And we've had a lot of stress and a lot of good times and a lot of bad times, but more good. And there's a few particular moments that I want to remember where I should have went running away from the family, but I didn't. First example, I'll only give one.
Only give one, okay.
So when I first met Jermaine and her daughter, I actually have 2 other kids from previous marriage, but Eilen has been in the family with me, and what happened was I work as a police officer in New York, so she would get off the bus, and I would check up on her when I first started the relationship. And I actually saw her kissing another guy. She was, but she was in 8th grade. And I said to myself, what are you doing? I work here, and you're in the streets kissing somebody.
You didn't say the story right. I'm seeing a police cop car come up, and I told my friends, oh, my stepdad is driving that car, and if I get out of the car, off like the bus with this boy, he set the lights on, and he goes, Eilen. I never met that boy again. Never again. And it worked out.
So we've had some great times, and she's followed excellently through her path in life. And she isn't my blood daughter, but she is my daughter. I have a 4th daughter because of her, and I'm so proud of you. And I know in life that she will get whatever she wants. Because it's not a degree that she needs, it's not how much school you need, She can just walk into a room and she deserves respect. And I love you, Eilen, from the bottom of my heart.
I love you.
Okay, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
And Nick, you want to get up? Go.
More? All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm Nicholas. Since my mom's here, I'm Nicholas today.
Yeah.
And a lot like John, I came into this life much later than maybe Jermaine or Nelson. And I think just like everybody here, Eilen has kind of proven herself in the first 2 seconds. She has a great first impression. And for me, that first impression was on Halloween.
Uh-oh. I saw that outfit.
She had about
Nelson, don't look at that outfit.
covering her. And I just knew it was going to be a great fit.
Thank you, man.
I want to tell a short story. It's not about us. It's about the Roman Empire.
Oh, God.
So, the Roman Empire, right? What are they known for? Taking over the whole world. And it's not because they were great in battle. It's not because they were excellent tacticians. It's not because they outnumbered the enemy. The reason that the Roman Empire was able to take over pretty much the whole world was pretty simple. What would happen is they would get on the boat, right? They would cross the sea. They would get to this new land.
Tú puedes decir cheers al final de tuyo. Cheers puede venir de ti.
Ok, está bien, tranquila. Yo voy a decir lo que me salga del corazón.
Right? The captain gets off the boat, and the first thing that they tell him is, hey, burn the boat. So now you just have to keep them on, you get off, you're standing there, and all of a sudden you have no way of getting home, right? The reason that the Roman Empire was able to take over basically the whole world was because they had no way of just going home and taking the easy way home. The only way to go home was through victory, right? And that was the one thing I've always known about Eilen. She's not the person to make it simple to win. There might have been moments where she said, hey, I don't know if I can do this. You know, I'm thinking, and I don't know if I can make it through this journey. I knew she would cry, but I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Long story short, she kind of showed me what it meant to burn the boat, right? Not making excuses. The only way to win is through victory. And I think everybody here can say that we're proud of you for doing what you've done. Burn your boat.
Hold on. And then Dad's last. Why would you make me cry? It's not nice. Okay, Pax.
Está bien.
Toca a ti.
Ay, tengo que decirlo en inglés.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
No crying.
No, yo no voy a llorar. So I'm Nelson, Eilen's dad. So I'm really proud of my daughter. She's the best of the best. And I'm really, really happy for all the exit, the success that she had. And I know that she will do great in everything that she does. Yeah. And, thanks everybody for coming today. I don't want to cry. I will not cry, I promise you. Yeah, but thanks to Nick's family for all the support. Thanks to Eilen because she is part of this great woman here. John, thanks. Really appreciate it. Okay, and all the family of my daughter. Thanks for all the support. Yeah, and I'm really proud of my daughter. Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Me aguanté, no lloré.
No lloraste. You didn't cry. You almost did, but you didn't cry. Thank you, baby. Your story, baby, very emotional. It came up perfect.
Heard of it.
Not that way. I try to write it up as much as I could without. I'll try not to cry.
No way, This will be a 4-page.
This is gonna be like the closing argument I gave in Cordova Wilkins. 3 hours of saying the same thing, so they made sure they heard me.
We know.
Where is my phone? ¿A dónde está mi celular?
¿Quieres que te mueva
No lo
esto?
encuentro.
¿En serio?
No.
Mami, necesito ese fácil.
Did we put it back in here?
Digamos.
You said, yeah. Come on, please. I am the worst with my phone. I never have it.
What it is?
No. You don't have it either?
Estoy llamando, mami. ¿No lo voy a dejar en casa?
Yeah. Oh, that dissertation? No.
Where's the phone?
I don't know.
Yo estoy llamándote, mami.
Mia has my phone. Thank you. Okay, where's here? I'll stay. Okay, well, I'm not prepared to yell, but I guess we'll do it. Okay, I guess I'm ready. So, like I'm in court. Okay, I will pull it off. Okay, let me breathe. I'm fine. Okay. So I thought I would start off by saying that everyone should buckle up right now, because I've been waiting for this moment since my high school graduation back in 2017. And I mean, can you even believe it? It's been a long time coming, and I couldn't be more excited to finally share this milestone with all of you. But before I dive in, I have to give you a heads up, because let's be real, I'm an extremely emotional person and everyone in this room knows it. So there might be some laughing and then some crying and then probably more laughing, because that's just how I roll. So consider yourselves warned. So tonight, as I stand before you, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude and emotion. This moment isn't just about me, it's about each and every single one of you who has stood by my side, who supported me, who's helped me reach this milestone. And I want to give the glory to God first, because I couldn't have done it without him. And I always say that, I've always said that. You're not gonna cry, so stop. When I tell you I wouldn't be here without my father, I mean that. When you have the Lord beside you, every single thing is secondary. My God is a God that is faithful, and he has promised and has always delivered. When I prayed to him to get into U of A, I got in. When I prayed to him to graduate early and pass the bar, he did it for me. I have nothing to say but glory be to God first. I'll start with my parents. Mami and papi. I'm going to say it in Spanish for my parents. No tienen la idea de cuánto los amo. Son mi ejemplo de seguir. My people, and being your daughter is my best privilege in life. I'm so proud of the person that you've made me into. I wouldn't be who I am without you. So thank you for that. And I just want to say, as the only grandchild, oftentimes I have felt the weight of as the oldest grandchild, I felt the weight of expectations on my shoulders many times. But through it all, I've always tried my best to set a great example for the younger grandkids. Alonzo, Ella, Mia, Enrique, Camila. As we reach this milestone, I hope I've been someone you can look up to. The funnest adventure of life has been being your sister. From silly games to late night chats, every moment with you guys has been the most unforgettable journey filled with laughter and love. Back to my mom and my dad. It's in English. Words cannot express how grateful I am for both of your example. I feel incredibly lucky to have parents that will go above and beyond for me, will fly across the country and allow me to leave at 17 and move in with my dad. You're not just my parents, you are my heroes, you are my greatest blessing, and I love you more than words can ever say. And Nicholas Vincent Hargendiggy, I want to paint a picture of Nicholas, because this is an incredible man who has been by my side for the past 6 years, and it won't come as a shock to anyone who knows him. On his birthday, 2 years ago, Nicholas did not kick back or indulge in any extravagant plans. Nope, instead he drove the hundreds of miles to Tucson just to be there for my first day of law school orientation. That's the kind of guy Nicholas just is. He is selfless, he is devoted, he always puts me first. There are countless stories I could share about our journey together, But there are two that truly encapsulate the exceptional person Nicholas is. Remember when we were discussing attending GW and I was feeling the weight of the decision like everyone else? I was so stressed, I was so unsure, and I was struggling to find clarity. One late night before I had to make the decision, you sent me a text that changed everything. It was simple yet profound. Eilen, babe, you always know why you do what you do. It's okay if not whatever, it's okay if it's not what anyone else wants for you. I love you. Those words spoken straight from your heart were like a beacon of light in that moment. They reassured me and gave me the strength to choose to stay at U of A. And one last one. It was 2L year and it was finals week and the stress was at an all-time high. This man has been with me every single finals week of law school and undergrad. He's been doing this for a while. Nicholas is the most attentive and loving partner, and he knew exactly what I needed. He surprised me by bringing home a record, a vinyl, and it was Journey's greatest hits. When I listened to Steve Perry, I felt a wave of comfort wash over me, reminding me that in the midst of all chaos, love and support were always within reach. Through those long nights of studying, you never faltered in your dedication, staying up with me under the bistro lights even when they were shining in your face in bed, offering unwavering encouragement and endless cups of Dutch Brothers. Very important. Thank you for always knowing that the weight of my heart is through God, my family, arguments, and of course Steve Perry. And Nicholas, for you, I want you to know that I'm so thankful because you are the embodiment of love. The best thing that ever happened to me. I always believe that. You're not just my partner. You're my rock and you're my confidant. Thank you for being who you are and always being beside me. I tell people all the time, and I mean this 1000%, you are truly one in a million. And I am beyond grateful that God put you as the man in my life. So here's to many more adventures together, although I did make you a promise, no more school, no more law school, no more doctorates. Then John, thank you for being an excellent second dad. I don't call you a stepdad because I just don't think that's just. You've always been there for me, always have done right for me, and I'm so grateful for you. You've been with me since I was 8 years old, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Through every twist and turn, you've been the strength and support of our family, guiding us with unwavering love and wisdom. Thank you for always believing in my dream of becoming a lawyer. This is so much for you as it is for me. And where do I even begin to talk about the gratitude that I feel with the grandmothers in my life? I've been blessed with 3 grandmas. I have my grandma, Mami Tuni, Abuelita Eddie, and Lila. I want to start off by thanking Mami Tuni. She always told me when I was growing up, Dios primero y todo lo demás vendrá. And that has been nothing short of true. She's always said, put God first and he will bless you greatly. And I learned that example from my incredible grandmother because she's always been a pillar of faith in my life. I want to also thank my grandmother, Eddie, who cannot understand, but I've already wrote it in a letter for her. I want to say thank you for the countless meals she's cooked for me, the late nights spent by my side when I wrote my thesis, and when I flew out to Utah to study for the bar. She stayed up with me until 4 in the morning to just watch me study because she knew I needed the love and the support. It's moments like that that have shaped me into the person that I am. She never went to bed without me, and even on the rare occasions when she did, it was only after she couldn't keep her eyes open past 3 a.m. I truly believe I'd be nowhere without my grandparents. You've taught me to fear only God and to forge ahead. And now I want to give a big thank you to Lila, to you, for your generosity and your unwavering support. You've been with me from the beginning, from the countless dinners shared at your table to the precious moments we spent chatting in your cozy recliners. You've nurtured me with kindness and love. You did not just support my dreams. You purchased all my supplies for law school. You indulged me in my favorite trips to the gelato spot, Uncle Sam's, and the Pop House. and we walked together arm in arm while Vince and Nicholas were always trailing behind us in a car. You've been more than a grandmother. You've been a third grandma who has been unconditional. I'll forever cherish the memories that we have shared. And I'll share one last anecdote. When I fell ill, my first week of law school, I got RSV. Leela was the first person to bring home-cooked meals, go to the grocery stores, leave them in the patio. When I received the news of my acceptance to Gonzaga, she was the first person that shared it, matching my own joy. Leela, you know love with no bounds, and I am extremely grateful for the gift of your presence in my life. I love you. Thea Giselle is a true champion. My aunt is the best there is. She's always been there when I needed her the most. When my mom would be working late at night, she was my mom, and it was a big part of my childhood. I'd be nowhere without her, and I always tell her kids, you got the best mom after mine. But they are for sure neck to neck. Many nights of my childhood were spent in your arms, and for that I'm grateful. Thank you for teaching me to have a tender heart, teaching me always to put people first, remain humble and kind at all times. While most of us grandkids are far apart in age, Thea Giselle would always play in the car on the way to the public library the song I Hope You Dance. That song holds a very special place in my heart, and it's a song that I share with her kids and Mia. I want to share a story about her. So one day I was in her living room, and the sunlight was coming into the room. And I was sitting there, and I'm just like, this is so hot, and she grabbed my arm. This was when I was deciding between GW2, just like Nicholas. And she goes, Eilen, how do you know that the decision you're making is the right one? And she was like very curious, and I knew she had an answer. So I stood there and I was pondering, and she said, wait a minute, you don't. That's part of the fun, the unexpected things in life. Didn't you want excitement? If you've learned anything from me, it's that before making any decision, you must answer the question, is it worth the sacrifice? In that moment, clarity washed over me, and that was yet another spirit that got me through my time at U of A. Thank you for being not only my aunt, but a second mom. Fiandri, my twin that everybody says we were twin. Even though everyone thinks we're twins, I've always seen it as an incredible compliment to be thought of as your sister. Even seeing your name pop up in my bar notes was very special. Thank you for being on the page of the bar outline that got tested on the bar. I love you for that. I got a 5 on that essay. Thank you a million for being the best aunt ever. You are the definition of the most attentive aunt. From the birthday balloons that land on my doorstep every single year, from the care packages that lifted my spirit during the bar exam, you have never missed a beat. And I'm forever grateful for you. You once told me, you're never gonna be 100% ready, and it's never gonna be the right time. But that's the point. It means that every moment is also the right moment. If you want it, you just have to do it, Eilenita. Those words echoed through my heart. Every FaceTime call, you've answered it. And the one FaceTime that you answered was the most important one you could have ever answered. On my first day of law school, I drove down to Tucson afraid because I just drove away from Nicholas. I was moving in by myself. I hadn't done that in years. I was clutching my library card, tears streaming down my face, unsure of what I was going to do as a law student. She told me, walk to class, and if you need to rent a place, I will be your guarantor. Despite being on the verge of welcoming her baby girl a few hours later, she picked up that FaceTime, and I'm so grateful you did. I'm also extremely grateful to my Theo Patrick because you guys gave me the gift of your kids and the gift of your love. You guys are a great example of what a marriage should be, and I have used that as a foundation for Nicholas's and I relationship. Thank you for having a baby the first day I started law school, because that's how I'll measure the anniversary. Your kids have brought warmth to my soul and joys to my days. Your children are the most precious gift in the family. I love you and I'm so grateful. And then I want to give a shout out to the Hargendiggies in general. I'm wrapping up. I couldn't let this moment pass without giving you the recognition you deserve. From hearing some pretty wild murder stories during family Thanksgiving and Easter dinners, to being my unwavering support system, you guys have always been there for me. I cannot thank you enough for never telling me to shut up and always letting me decompress with you. Your acceptance and warmth from the moment I met you have meant the world. You welcomed me into the Hargandigi family with open arms, and for that I am incredibly grateful. I'm very excited to have many more family dinners filled with love and laughter. And I want to specifically thank Nini for the abundance of snacks she would always provide during my bar exam when I took a trip to her cabin. That ramen hit the spot for civil procedure lectures. Thank you for always checking in on me, for rooting me on, and for trusting my instincts. To the Smays, my rowdy, fun, loving family that lights up every single room and makes life an adventure. From the moment I met you guys, you welcomed me into your family with open arms, and for that I am eternally grateful. You've infused my life with laughter, joy, countless unforgettable memories. I have to hands down say, being a part of the Smay crew has brought me an immense amount of happiness, and I cherish every single moment I spend with you, Mike, with you, Sherry, with you, Tana, with you, Alicia. You are family. Thank you for being a second family out here. And I want to thank you and Sherry and Mike specifically for always being there. With every decision I've made, I've been able to pick up a phone and you've always answered, and I could never be more grateful. When I told you I wanted immigration law to criminal to civil and then back again, you've always supported me, and you've been great in-laws. You've been unwavering supporters, cheering me every step of the way, and I adore you both to pieces for always being there through thick and thin. And of course for putting Nicholas in check at all times, because you'll put him in check quickly. I appreciate that. To my Aunt Gladys and my cousin Melissa, your presence here means the world to me today. I'm filled with overwhelming emotion. Since October 8th of 2023, your unwavering commitment to being here all the way from Austin means more than you will ever know. I cannot express how much it means to have you by my side as I was at your wedding day and at the Andres. But I love you. Your love, your faith in God has guided me through many times. Thank you for making it out today. And can I just give the biggest shout out to this man right here, Eric Basta. I mean, this guy has been through it with me before law school was ever a thing. He believed in me. One day, I had been going to the escalators at Maricopa County, and my coworker said, "Oh, you need to meet Eric, you need to meet him." He hands me his business card and told me, "Come to my office one day." I never knew that that day would change my life. Thank you. If you haven't heard the Pepsi story, you're missing out. I've never been the same person since we did that trial, but this man has been a mentor for me from day one. Always betting on me, believing in my ability to grow and thrive. You trusted my judgment in a courtroom when I had zero track record, and I love you and appreciate you so much for that. I want to paint a little picture though. Eric gave me the chance to help pick the jury for my very first trial in the Pepsi case. There we were, and I thought, during lunch when you're in trial, you go out and get lunch. Eric was like, "Oh, no. Trial is a war. It's actually a war." There we were on our lunch break, stressed out like crazy, going back and forth with stomach growls, and moving our faces in when the defendant said, "We went to war over Coke. You know the unspoken rule Pepsi and Coke have." That's the level of faith this man had in me. Faith that I'm not sure I've ever earned or deserved, but when you share a moment like that with your mentor, you expect the same level of respect and love in your work all the time. So thank you, Eric, for believing in me every single moment, even when I didn't believe in myself. I would not be here in my legal career without you. And then, my Nife, she knows. My first job out of college was at the county attorney's office where I met Eric. And from the very first day I took that job, Nife told me, "Are you going to be a legal support assistant, or are you going to go do what you really want to do, which is become an attorney?" And I had told her, you know, I've just been thinking maybe I just want to stay here for a bit. I don't really want to be an attorney. It's too expensive. She called me that night and said, I think you need to go apply to Arizona State and U of A. June 9th, 2021, I'm sitting on the phone with her and I get a letter. And she goes, did U of A ever answer you about law school? And I go, no, I haven't gotten anything. As I'm sitting there with her, the email pops up saying, congratulations, you've been admitted to the Juris Doctor class at U of A. Thank you for believing in my abilities before I ever did, and always putting forward opportunities even though I wasn't always physically present. Your unwavering trust and positivity in the face of all circumstances, and your belief in me when you didn't even know me at 21, a baby in the office. I love you more than words could say. I think I've covered it.
What about Christian?
Hold on. And Christian, thank you for keeping Nicholas in check as his best friend, because you know he gets testy. Thank you for that. I just want to finish off with this. I want to take a moment to celebrate something that is just so special for me.
Really?
Huh?
Really?
The unwavering belief and support of every single person on this route, on this patio, means the world. Not once did any of you ever doubt my ability to not only conquer law school, to pass the bar on the first try, or to succeed in any endeavor I pursued. Your faith in me has been a source of strength and inspiration that I'll forever cherish. And I left the best for last. Vince Hargendiggy, thank you for keeping everything light in my life. Whenever I've taken anything too serious, you've always kept me on my toes and taught me more than I could ever imagine. Thank you for preparing me to be with your son. You're the best. Your faith in me all has been a source of strength and inspiration that I will forever cherish from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being my cheerleaders, my rocks, my guiding lights. You've all played your very pivotal role in my journey, and I am deeply grateful for each of you. Here's to the incredible bond that we've shared and the countless victories we will celebrate together. Cheers to love, support, and endless possibilities. I love you all. That's it. No more tears, I promise. No more tears.